You know, I had someone on YouTube, a fellow brony slash Pegasister, ask me a question about what is Spike's relationship with the rest of the main group besides, Rarity and Twilight. And this is a good question to ask, but I think it's very obvious to anybody what Spike's relationship is with them. And that is, it's a helpful one. It's a friendly, helpful one. And the perks sometimes is he has similar, likes and dislikes that they do. I mean, for example, with Rainbow Dash, they like to have fun playing pranks sometimes, playing jokes, and now that he has wings, they probably enjoy flying around each other or flying with each other to different areas. I mean, what was it Rainbow Dash said about Twilight when she got her wings? Another flying buddy? Well, here you go. She's got the same with Spike. So they have the similarities. I mean, who did Twilight put together to go to the Dragonlands to look for Flash Magnus' shield? She put Rainbow Dash and she put Spike. She could have easily put Spike with somebody else, but she decided to go with Rainbow Dash. And the reason being is because, that's the kind of environment, depending on whatever they run into, that Rainbow Dash could actually enjoy or take part in or be there to help Spike. And we kind of see that. So yeah, with Rainbow Dash, it's like I said, it's the enjoyment of sometimes playing a joke on someone, playing a prank, a harmless one that is, and just overall having fun, just being cool and all that. As far as Pinkie Pie goes, Pinkie Pie, kind of falls into that category of, she's Pinkie Pie. So Spike, is helpful. It tries to be helpful to her in any way possible, and tries to indulge her, in any way possible that he can. Help her out any way, that she asks him to, even if it's strange and out of the ordinary. He'll do it. He'll do it. And I think that's all we can really say about Pinkie and Spike, because we don't ever really see them, paired up that much like we do with the others. As far as Applejack goes, apparently they have a good bonding relationship, especially after Spike at your service. And, they like to help each other. The one thing they have in common, they're both honest. Some people might say, well, Applejack, it's not as honest as, she claims to be or Element claims her to be. And the same could be said for Spike, but, that's the one thing I think they have in common is they will bluntly come out and tell you the truth. I mean, Spike, of course, as we saw in Inspiration Manifestation, had to learn that when it came to even telling Rarity the truth. Some pony has a huge crush on. He's head over scales for. And I think that's the one thing with him and Applejack. They both are very honest individuals, and when it comes to getting the job done, like if they need to get something worked on, built, accomplished, get a goal set, they have that in common, and if they have to work off each other, they do. I mean, again, I think it's Apple Family Reunion that you see the clip all over here on YouTube of Spike being used as a lighter to light several cauldrons of, I guess, food and everything for the reunion. And again, I think that's just the dynamic that they have with each other, is that common. That commonness of, being honest and being helpful, and basically also wanting to get the job done when it's needed to be done, and at times take things seriously. And yes, there are moments, I'll give you this, there are moments, Disney Fanatic has even done, I think 2, maybe 3 compilation videos based around this, but there are moments between Spike and Applejack that seem genuine, and it basically will make you think, was the creators hinting at something else. And all Disney Fanatic did in the end basically with her Bride of Discord and Daughter of Discord, is she just capitalized on that and said, hey, what if, one of the characters, what if Applejack fell in love with Spike? What if Spike at your service resulted in this? And, I guess that's a reason why a lot of people ship them together, because of that and also the various moments. But I think, again, like I said, it's more along the lines of both are helpful with each other, both are hard workers, they like to get the job done if there's a task that needs to be completed, and they're both honest. They both basically try to be, I would say 90% of the time, honest with themselves and honest with their friends. As far as Fluttershy goes, I go back to what I mentioned in the previous video. Fluttershy and Spike, it's along the lines of helpfulness, kindness. Both are kind, and that's the one thing I think Spike has in common with every pony that he's around. But basically, it's the kindness that they show to each other and to others. It's also the encouragingness that Spike shows towards Fluttershy in Scaremaster. Like I said in the other video, he's the one that pointed out, hey, you're already out on a night you normally are not out on. Why not take advantage? So you got that. So you have that moment, and then you take a look at Sparkle 7, the 200th episode. You have that little bonding moment between the two. And that's another thing too. Both open up. Both can be very open about certain things. They could tell each other certain things, and the other would understand and listen, or the other would listen and understand. In fact, I think it was Blank Slate, otherwise known as Blank Check at one point, who did a reaction to it. And I don't know if maybe it was just Blank Slate's opinion, but when he saw this moment, he was like, oh, the getting together, Fluttershy and Spike, and it's like, and honestly, folks, I was like, really, Blank? You're gonna put that into people's mind that now the creators, I should say, want to tease a Fluttershy Spike ship? So, but yeah, I think that's the other thing. It's the kindness they have towards each other and others. It's the encouragement that Spike gives to Fluttershy, and I think Fluttershy later on. I think, and Sweet and Smoky, that's the episode Sweet and Smoky of the final season. This encouragement that Fluttershy kind of gives Spike. And the fact that they also are very open with each other. They can tell each other certain things, and the other will listen and most of the time understand where they're coming from. As far as Starlight goes, I think they have I think they get a great relationship, period. They work off each other very well. I mean, Starlight, at first didn't know if she would be able to become redeemed and be accepted, but, Spike's one of the first to say, hey, look, if my sister, even though she was never declared that just yet, or looked at that way just yet, basically, Spike tells Starlight, hey, if Twilight feels or believes you're worth being friends, so do I. He's encouraging to Starlight, and he's understanding of Starlight. He understands, her position of being accepted, wanting to be accepted, wanting to make up for what she has done, and he's there to help her out. He's there to back her up. And there are several times, to where, it's just Spike and her. For example, you take a look at Matter of Principles. Not a lot of people like the episode, but Spike stays behind to help Starlight. And even though he tries to make peace between Starlight and Discord, he even does kind of understand where Starlight's coming from. Like, yeah, what is your problem? What's going on here, Discord? She's just trying to do her job. So I think the thing about Spike and Starlight is if you want two characters that can be, close bosom buddies and, get along well with each other and understand acceptance, wanting to be accepted and play off each other in fun ways, Starlight and Spike, their relationship, kind of counts for that in some manner. Here's the thing. We had the spin-off, Friendship is Forever, which I'm kind of surprised Discovery Family has yet to put on. Hopefully they will. It was kind of a spin-off series, it was like a spin-off mini-series that took place between the end of the ending of the end and the coronation that we see in the flashback of Last Problem. And who are the two main characters that are focused on to get the Book of Memories created in time to give to Twilight? Who are the two characters? Starlight and Spike, because they work well off each other. And that's all I can really say. I think what Starlight and Spike is, it's not just about acceptance, it's the fact that at times they think alike. And I think that's why Spike works well with Starlight. Overall, with Spike, when it comes to his relationship to the main group, to the main group besides Twilight and Rarity, you look at the fact that Spike has always been looked at as that unknown element, that unknown green element. Like, what does he represent? And basically, I think he represents, he represents all the elements packed into one. He represents all the elements in one. Like Rainbow Dash's loyalty, Spike's loyalty. That's the one thing he has in common with her. Fluttershy is kindness, Spike has kindness. Applejack is honest, Spike is honest. Pinkie is laughter, Spike can, can help with, can showcase laughter. Basically, I think what connects Spike with the rest of the main group is the similarities to the elements. Like I said, Rainbow Dash is known as the element of loyalty, Spike is loyal. Applejack is the element of honesty, Spike is honest. Fluttershy is the element of kindness because she shows it, Spike shows kindness. Pinkie is the element of laughter, Spike can, show laughter and have fun. Rarity, generosity, Spike shows generosity. And Twilight and Spike, Twilight's magic, but the thing is, Spike's magic is his fire breath, and the fact that he could receive messages from Celestia and deliver them right there to via fire breath to Twilight or to whoever needs to get the message. So yeah, I think honestly that's what Spike's relationship is with the rest of the main group besides Rarity and Twilight. It's the fact that he has a piece of each of the elements inside of him, and that by doing so, he knows how to play off the others, work with the others, and relate to them, and help them, encourage them, and all that. And when it comes to some pony like Starlight, he understands where she's coming from when it comes to acceptance and wanting to redeem herself and be a better pony than what she was in the past. But anyway, though, guys, that's all I'm going to say on Spike and what his relationship is with the rest of the main group. Let me know what you think. Do you agree with anything I had to say here? Comment down below, and I will talk to y'all later.